Hi, this is Ken McCarthy, and we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the System Seminar. And one of the ways I'm doing that is I'm reading a chapter from the System Club Letters book every day. Keep in mind, I wrote this book in 2005. Now, that doesn't mean it's outdated. In fact, amazingly, a lot of the things that I talk about here not only were prescient, but they remain 100% true to this day. So anyway, is it affiliate marketing or spam? That was the chapter title. Affiliate marketing works when it works because the list owner, who has built up the trust of his list members over a period of months and years, is willing to put his or her reputation on the line on behalf of a joint venture with a partner. It is the exact opposite of spam. Unfortunately, somehow this basic reality has gotten twisted all out of shape. Why gurus come and go, and how not to become one of the gone. Every market is hungry for something new. Newness generates attention. Newness generates excitement. Newness generates action. Newness is such a powerful force that the legendary artist and media manipulator Andy Warhol once guaranteed that in the future, everyone will get their 15 minutes of fame. What he didn't talk about is what happens at minute 16. No matter what business you're in or what heights you reach, you're going to face minute 16. It's tempting during your 15-minute freebie to push it. In the internet business, it's called push send. And that means to promote just about anything as long as there's a buck in it and it doesn't stink too bad. This is a problem now in internet marketing, and it was really a problem back in 2005. People would build up a little following, and then they would promote any garbage that came down the pike. By the way, you're not just getting a reading of the System Club letters, you're getting up-to-date commentary. I'm not going to say this doesn't work, because it does work until it doesn't. In other words, there were a lot of people, and there still are a lot of people, that get a bit of fame and then use it basically to exploit their list. And it works. I go guaranteed, guys, it'll work until it stops working in your history. And luckily, most of these guys are history. If I were to recite the list of internet gurus from 2005, you're going to ask, what happened? Well, they're doing whatever it was they were doing before they crawled out of the gutter. Anyway, feeding frenzies and other not so clever tricks. We've all seen internet feeding frenzies where dozens of affiliates are pushed and conned into sending the same exact message within a very tight time period. It's just like spam without the legal ramifications for the promoter, but with terrible consequences for the senders. The marketplace responds predictably. The gullible and easily excited buy, but sensible people, the vast majority, turn their trust dial down a notch, and some turn it off altogether. Abraham Lincoln wasn't a strategic marketer, but he could have been one when he said this: you can fool some of the people all of the time, and you can fool all of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all of the time. The smart use of the 15 minutes of fame phenomenon is to get your foot in the door so you can demonstrate that you're worth keeping around for minute 16. As marketers, we forget this at our peril. So I have seen the phenomenon of people become famous overnight, and it's heady stuff. I mean, it's intoxicating. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to engage in excesses. It's just inevitable. It's human. We all do it. But when it comes to how you treat your list, no excuses. No excuses. Make sure that anything you put in front of your list, you know the quality of. And if you don't put it in front of them. So anyway, this has been a chapter from the System Club Letters book. I'm going to read a chapter every day. This is part of the celebration of the System seminar, which is now 20 years old. It was founded in April. I'm going to figure out the exact date one of these days, but I know it was in April in 2022. It was based on 9 previous years of practice, research, and conversation with some of the smartest people around. It took that long to develop the seminar. The seminar was not something that got whipped up out of the blue. Also, for people that weren't around or were not mature or were not conscious in 2022, and some people may not even be born. We might have some really young listeners, or we might have listeners that were 10 years old, or listeners that were maybe 20 and just sort of finding their way in life. But there were no other internet marketing seminars, live seminars at the time. They had all either gone broke or given up. Part of the reason was the fallout from 9/11, believe it or not. Those of you who were around remember everything got canceled. Flights, of course, but a lot of live events. And my attitude was, screw it, we're going to do a live event. And so as soon as we were able to, we did, and we were the first out of the gate. And I will say, based on what we introduced to the world in 2002, we were the best of the bunch to follow. I don't think there's ever been a seminar that contained so many original, actionable, useful, practical ideas that stood the test of time. Certainly not in internet marketing. So, see you next time, which will be tomorrow, where I'll read the next chapter. Let me see if I can give you a preview. What is that going to be? It's going to be called Getting It Right the First Time.